ring to each and every one of you. Ringsiders, how are you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Share the damn live, smash that emoji button. Pace and power, boots on the ground. How y'all doing? Is the evening after the morning before? Please and thank you. Is the evening after the night before? Good to have all of you on the live, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button for us. It's pace and power. Once you join us in the evening, by the time you finish, before this, pull it back. Good to have all of y'all. Good to have all. I'll play it now. Good to have all y'all here with us tonight. Welcome, 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 welcome. Y'all sit down the man, settle down the man. You're still moving, Settle down. I'll give you a second or two, folks, to pull your feet up. You know, it's going to take a little while, so I'm going to give you guys a quick second. Pull your feet up. You know, you got your one good foot, so we're going to take a time. To all of you joining us from the diaspora, those of you who live in the diaspora, those of you who are visiting, Auntie Sandra, your name calling. Auntie Sandra, your name calling. Good to have all of you here tonight, folks. Ringside, how y'all doing? Collis LaRose and Carol, Claire Capel, Irvin Don, Everil, Cecile, Asquith, Debbie, Lester, Gina G, Everil, Desiree, Diane. Good to have all of you. Breathe there. Good to have all of you. Rajin, Brenda, Debbie, Rena, Joseph, Natasha Brister, and all the other folks. Pull it back. Pull it back for us, folks. Folks, welcome. Y'all messing on nobody steal your joy. You know you got some joy stealers in this place. Don't let nobody steal the joy. Don't let anybody steal the joy. Gaskin, nobody. Bond, nobody. Don't let them do it. Let them have an easy time with we. Let them give you an easy time. Please and thank you. How y'all doing, folks? Happy to have all of y'all on the live. You know, I got to make sure my tie is being complemented by this piece on the lower third here. Little pink on the lower third. The little pink on the lower third complementing my tie. You know, pace and power. How are you folks doing? You look. I come to work. You know, I dress. Y'all want to fight? We fight. Suit don't hold me back. Tie don't hold me back. But good to have all of you. Where are you joining us from? Pace and power. Good to see you folks on the live. Troy, Simone, Penelope, Desiree, Gloria, Felicia, Mandy. Your boots clean? You clean your shoes? We want no high heel, you know. Boots on the ground. I mean, if you want a high heel like Coretta McDonald, you gotta bring your high heel. Some people got mambo and a high heel, you know. Some women got mambo. Ahmad, good to have you, Penelope. Dan Gravesani, Dan, thanks for the thing, you. I get it. I get it, folks. I get it. Thanks for the thing. Look, I like when I get some nice messages. You know, I am buoyed by kind words. Where the phone now, Lord? Phone right in front of me. I got to put on the glasses. I am buoyed by kind words. And I got a little message today. I want to share it with you. Right? Y'all tell me this person line. Pace and power. I want to share a little thing with you. Hold on. Make sure I pull it back a little bit. Pull it back. I got a little thing today. I want to share it. Look, I remember many years ago, right, was a Pastor's Appreciation Day. You know, y'all, you got some of y'all go to church. Y'all sophisticated like that. Y'all go to church. You know, I was admiring a young lady driving a fantastic SUV this afternoon. You know, the church. Yeah, she looked like the church. I just go to church. We take out the time, fight y'all. Sunday morning, Monday morning, any morning, fight you, punch in your throat, bite piece of your ears off. Don't come around with funny. I admire, but I like kind words, you know. It's not the fancies and all of that. Kind words. It's like a bouquet of flowers to be. And I got some kind words this afternoon. I want to read the words then I'll tell you who sent it. I was really heartened when people recognize what you're doing out front. I mentioned in church, but to mention this. I remember years ago was a Pastor's Appreciation Day. And I remember it was John Smith preaching at our church. And the title of the message was, Send Me No Flowers. Send me no flowers. I remember messages like that. They come back to me. Full blows up, put-ups. Send me no flowers. And the other piece was, when I am dead, give me all my flowers now. You hear everyone tell you? Give me all my flowers now. You don't come with no long thing when the roll is called up yonder on that great and terrible day. So I want y'all to hear some of these kind words I got today. The person says, Sherrod, we see you. I like that. You heard me at hello. Sherrod. Let me know if I want y'all miss a beat. Don't let them make trip out now. Y'all charge your batteries? Can't find good help these days. As long as I find somebody. All right. Sherrod, we see you. You are such a dedicated journalist whose perseverance over the years has been exemplary. Through, say, I should be wearing the glasses. Through your unwavering commitment, you have consistently highlighted critical issues affecting the populace. Critical issues affecting the populace. That's what the person says. Right? Ensuring their voices are heard. Your ability to remain relevant amidst the challenges underscores your passion for the truth and public service. Y'all see much better reading with the glasses. I acknowledge your skill. I applaud you. I appreciate the soft humor you sprinkle as you give us tea. Furthermore, the melody of the bell is our favorite song. Ring the bell. Well, you know, ask twice. Ring the bell. Love it. Love it. Love it. That was like, as I was coming in to take the chair, that was like fuel. Fuel. We got a far way to go. I was at a campaign meeting as I was coming back to do the show. And I feel so fired up. And then I bust me for some pat-ups and see those flowers there. I felt that can buoy me for the rest of the year. You all hear me? Send me no flowers. Ring the bell one time. Folks, y'all know who sent me those words? Well, like a hot some y'all know. Because y'all know I got friends. Joseph Harmon sent me those words. Joseph Harmon. He has always been one of my big supporters. I can tell you all that. Big supporter. This is not just talk, you know. Don't come wrong with funny. This is not just talk. This is with the backup. Because we don't run out of water. Thanks for the thing, Joe. Thanks for the thing. We don't run out of water here. We firing. We firing. We firing. Thanks, Chief. Thank you. Joseph Harmon sent me those words. And with backup. Because talk is cheap. You understand me? Here's a man's putty mouth with it. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for the thing. Let's ring the bell one time for Joe. Pay some power. Who no? Who no? Thank you so much, Chief. For the open up. Let's get down to other businesses. That's a soft opening. Hope you all notice that. It's a soft opening because everything else. All right. Everything else. My God. You know, I remember a good day, I was doing a live. When you're doing live broadcasts, people pass in front of the camera, say anything, do anything. How are you responsible for them? How I responsible for them? Y'all tell me. How are you responsible for them? A man pass in front of the camera, utter some words. Next thing you hear, I know, somebody threatening the president's life. Duncan conspired with somebody for threatening the president's life. Next thing you know, big long statement. If you ever not publish that, that's like an encyclopedia. It's like a library. You know, books. The long statement, how his holy family close and the night come, and this work he got to do for this country. You know, some people, Like a pity like that. That's he, like a pity. When they do track down the man and find out who the man belonged to, take it and get some confession that I coerced the man or plot with the man or conspire with the man is mentally challenged. There end the story. There end the saga. The man is mentally challenged. You see, I said that to say, we heard there was a shooting at a particular minister's house, one Edgil. And similarly, I saw a big statement on Edgil's page. Oh, the Lord has been good to us. He's protected us. They come for shoot up your house. This, that, they're ready for call politics. You know, they always got something in this politics. Everything's political. This, that. Where you do hear the shout? Jesus have mercy. Father have his mercies. Nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. Folks, when you do hear the shout, folks, nothing of the sort, you know. Listen, in this country, good folks, not people don't never first bell ring, you know. No people don't never first bell ring. You see, second bell. Listen to the whole thing. We know the whole thing top to bottom. We know the whole story top to bottom. That's why I'm telling you all. Take a listen, folks. Take a look. Take a listen. And then Paul Slow got some thoughts too.
The shooting in the vicinity of the home of Minister Juan Hedgel was never directed at his home, says retired Assistant Police Commissioner Paul Slow. The subsequent report suggested that some rich children in the vicinity were hosting a party.
I know that Hedgel lied, that nobody fired shot at his house. Shots were indeed fired, but not at Hedgel's house as its own.
The police later revealed that the shooter was in a black Mercedes-Benz. They also reported that the suspect discharged a firearm in the air. Slow said that he was provided with the identity of the shooter.
Man who, the father of the man who did the shooting up is one of them protected ones in Georgetown. Protected ones in Georgetown. You think any ordinary body driving a Mercedes-Benz, right? By process of elimination, you can go to GRA. How many black Mercedes-Benz you have in Guyana?
Slow said that the friends of the 15-year-old who was hugging the shooter would know his identity. The police contended that the girl would say nothing, but her friends would, he said. He said that the police could have identified a fragment found in a dead man's body at Enmore. They could have linked that fragment to the AR-15 that the security guard had. How is it that they couldn't identify the weapon from which 19 rounds were discharged, he asked.
Make it make sense. You think they got one Guyana? You think they got one Guyana? No, it's many. Make it make sense. You see, if the police had found half of one of those wrongs linked to an APNU supporter, you didn't even have to, they only had to have the most tangential, am I calling the right word? The faintest connection to APNU. And you would have heard about assassination attempt. But who got money, got bargain? You can't trace 19 wrongs. But one, you could trace a security guard. Make it make sense. Who got money in this country? Got bargain. They got two justice systems. One for the rich, one for the poor, one for PPP, friends, family, and favorites, and another one for everybody else. That's the country you all are living, raise your kids in. You got to be connected for the law to not apply to you. Folks, we be beside the law-abiding country or we not. We can't be both and in between. We can't be a hybrid. What kind of society is that? Is that a just society? Is that a rule-based? Rule of law governs that? No way, Jose. That's on the ballot too. That is on the ballot too. You heard us correctly. Folks, please and thank you. Share the damn live. You're now joining us. Smash that emoji button as well. Pace and power. Folks, you know, I realized today, as I got a call of what I'm doing on my birthday and all that, I'm trying to find out. Then I realized my birthday is a Monday. You know, their birthdays are Monday, folks. Don't come around with funny. And you all know we use the opportunity always to raise funds for our broadcast, and especially as it is election year. We got places to go, things to do, people to see, an election to win, folks. And while I said the words are good, the backup, please and thank you. The backup is always important as well. So you can see a link, you know, passing by. It's like when you're in the church and the offering basket, taking 10 people, like some people pray more bad. I ain't seen that. Don't pray now that you see the link. We're going to see Roxanne on the live, Roxanne Odessa, Andy on the live, Everett on the live. Good to see you. Marlon Thomas from the diaspora on the live as well. Share the damn live for us. Smash that emoji button. Please and thank you, good folks. And let me go down the road. Rung and down, folks. Welcome to all of you who are now joining us. You're now tuning in. Good to have you, wonderful folks, on the live. This season. This is what it's about. This ain't no pian sport, you know. I want you all know, them boys desperate for a win, desperate for victory, so that the kleptocracy can continue, can be perpetuated. Folks, well, the rest of us, you got the rabblings. It's nothing much. This country got to take Dora, you know. They got sap for everybody. Not them boys. You're a friend, you're a family, and you're a favorite. And listen to me. You know, I got a lot of people jumping over. You got a lot of people helter-skelter. And then they go over. I know God is shame. You see, they go quiet. Because when they go expecting, they don't know. You know, in the vampire world, you got hierarchy. You have to be a pure blood. Right? You got to be chatri. And then they complain how they shame. They got to go on the knee and beg and grovel for crumbs. When we got the largest, and as long as we are an inclusive country, you got a piece of the pie for everybody. What is it? Give us an easy time, PPP. Give us an easy time. That's on the ballot too. Your life better off than was 5 years ago. Look, if somebody should up at your house now, you get justice. They could trace the wrongs. They could bring somebody before the court. You could tell me, brothers and sisters, we just buried our daughter, Adriana Young, our sister, our neighbor, friend. People can come, kill with children, you know, be protected by a whole government, a regime, and you go vote for them back. What's the matter with you? The folks in London, they can come and shoot down your sons with impunity and with immunity. Them is the people you can come to persuade you for give them another chance, for kill more your family members, for kill more your countrymen. That's the country we want to live in. Folks, please and thank you. No way. No way, Jose. I said, don't come around with funny. Give me easy time. PPP. Give me easy time. This the season. This the season. And I know them boys worried. You know, them boys worried. In a live even did yesterday morning from his bed. Here he begging. Hear the Horner man crying. Somebody horn the Horner man. He crying. I hear the man call risk, the word risk, but 500,000 times. In that short life, yesterday morning. But don't risk it with Norton. Don't risk it with Muhammad. Don't risk it. I thought he had this thing locked down. I thought everything signed, sealed, and delivered for them. No. It's not so. But we got some work to do, folks. We got to bring home this thing. And that's why when we come on, I ask you if your boots clean. If your boots clean. Because this thing will not just be given to you, you know. Just like that. You got to take this thing. Even them is the real risk. A sanctioned government made to Thomas sanctioned, their permanent secretary, their PPP executive, sanctioned. But true to form, you all know the word is never wrong. Them boys would see the log in their eyes, but the speck they're looking for you on. Here's the speck. The Father said, on that great and terrible day of judgment, I will say unto you, depart from me, get. Dominic Gaskin, I know you not. Get. On that day, same thing, PPP. If I'm voting for other people is a risk. Folks, what has been transpiring in this country? A man could come and fire 19 rounds at your house. But you know who owned the gun. Huh? You know the name of the perpetrator. That's the kind of country you want to live in. It's a risk to vote back the PPN. Here from yesterday morning, the Horner man crying.
We can't risk our relationship with the United States, who have already said to us that they have serious national and national security concerns about individuals. One such individual believed that he can sacrifice the safety and security of an entire country for his self-interest. So on September the 1st, we either risk it all or we keep moving forward with the People's Progressive Party Civic. Now is not the time to risk it. This is a time for strong, trusted, stable, competent, visionary leadership. And that is what the People's Progressive Party Civic offers you. The choice on September 1st that you have is for a safe, stable, secure, and responsible development with the People's Progressive Party Civic. And taking this country forward without any risk. Consider that what we have today, consider the way we are delivering, because it is comprehensive. And if you do not vote for moving together forward, for moving forward together as one people on September 1st, you put it all at risk.
It's risky voting them back in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Folks, I know you got some people who can risk it all. I can risk it all. I ain't going with them. I'm sorry. Anything but PPP is up. Anything but PPP is up. And I think the APNU coalition is more up than anything else you have out there. So I can risk it all. I'm going to risk it all. I know the people at Baracara, they're going to risk it all because the people have forgotten them a long time. It's only of recent the people realize where Baracara is on a map. It's only recently. And I think these people at Baracara, like people all over this country, they want a people-centered government. They want a people-centered strategy. They want a people-centered cabinet. Not friends, family, and favorites. Please and thank you. Not friends, not corruptionism. They don't want that. People want a level playing field in this country where all of us have an equal shot at the Guyana pie, at the Guyana dream. Please and thank you, folks. I think the people at Baracara, like the people all over this country, they're going to risk it all. This election, because it can only get better after you've dealt with the PPP. Take a look and take a listen to somebody, leader of the opposition presidential candidate for the APNU coalition, said at Baracara just recently.
APNU leader Aubrey Norton said that Baracara was ignored for 23 years, from 1992 to 2015.
The question must be why they come in now. They're coming now because they have lost support on the quarantine where they previously were strong. And so they believe to win, they have to win areas where the APNU have been winning. So they come here because they like you. They come here because they are in deep trouble on the quarantine.
He said that the government visited Barcara and sought to award small contracts. But even as this was done, the friends and supporters of the government got so much more.
Granger visited here, right? Burnham visited here. Some of you too young to know. But I think my first visit to Maracaro was with Forbes Burnham. Now, before they lost in 2015, could you tell me which PPP leader visited here?
He said that his party doesn't see the people of Barcara continuing to pursue agriculture in a backbreaking manner.
We're saying to you, a government by us will see you getting aquaponics and all the elements of modern agriculture so that you can progress.
Barcara is a farming and logging community. Norton promised to take people from the community to train them and have them return to serve the community.
You got worry about us safe and give me easy time. We're gonna risk it all. The APNU coalition, make that a choice, folks. September 1, 2025. And please and thank you. The campaign launch is the 6th July. Nomination day, we need you on the ground as well. The 14th of July. Pace and power, folks. Power and pace. Pace and power. Power and pace. Plan to be there at the campaign launch of the Square of the Revolution.
We ready, time to remove the
Guyana, this is it, the launch of the APNU Coalition campaign on Sunday, July 6th on the Square of the Revolution from 4 p.m. Come meet our candidates. Come out and hear about our people-centered development strategy that puts people first. Come hear from our Prime Ministerial candidate, Jurita Fernandez, our presidential candidate, Aubrey C. Norton, and others. On Sunday, July 6th from 4 p.m., the Square of the Revolution will vibrate with a people-powered campaign. APNU, putting people first.
We ready, time to remove the curse. I'm feeling it now.
Ready to move the cup. Remove the cup. Remove the cup. Remove the cup. Too much excitement, folks. How y'all doing? Too much excitement. Good evening, folks. Y'all ready? You better be ready to remove the cup. Please and thank you. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. You see, once you're having too much fun, last shaft line, the wicked, steak and dirty. But we ready. Y'all ready to remove the cup? Are you ready to remove the cup?
We ready, time to remove the curse.
Guyana, this is it, the launch of the APNU Coalition campaign on Sunday, July 6th on the Square of the Revolution from 4 p.m. Come meet our candidates. Come out and hear about our people-centered development strategy that puts people first. Come hear from our Prime Ministerial candidate, Jurita Fernandez, our presidential candidate, Aubrey C. Norton, and others. On Sunday, July 6th from 4 p.m., the Square of the Revolution will vibrate with a people-powered campaign. APNU, putting people first.
We ready, time to remove the curse. I'm feeling it now.
Here's some power. You better be ready, folks. You better be ready, folks. I really want to say congratulations to all of our young people who did so extremely well in their NJSA exam. I want to say congratulations. I want to say congratulations to all the parents as well who have put in the time and they have gotten the reward. Congrats to parents and teachers alike. I know what trepidation this period offers, but folks, let us celebrate our kids, please, and thank you. Let us celebrate our kids, and it's so heartening to see how our young people have done. You know, they put in their best and they have got the reward. And we want to say congrats to this young lady who got the perfect score to Nasha Myers from the Academy of Excellence. To Nasha Myers from the Academy of Excellence. And I want to say, again, across the board, congrats, but especially to the Academy of Excellence there in Region 3. They put in the work, and now they got the reward. I want to say special congratulations, too, to the new Sapodilla School of Excellence. This is in Region 5. They have topped for the very first time. This is a new Sapodilla School of Excellence in Region 5, and especially the grade 6 teacher, Constance Cambridge, CC. Constance Cambridge, new Sapodilla School of Excellence in Region 5. Teachers across this country, please and thank you. Take a bow. This is your moment. Congratulations, and congratulations across the board, and especially to this very, very academically inclined, she has the academic prowess. This young lady here, she's done exceptionally well. Tanasha Myers, and again, all of our children across this nation. Congrats to each and every one of you. Good folks, peace and power. We're following a couple things. Welcome, Canada. We love when other countries, businesses, corporations come and invest in our country. But Guyanese must get a fair shake. As we saw this headline this evening about the president inviting Canadian businesses. Oh, remember that one time the president is sanctioned? You all remember when Irfan Ali was sanctioned? 19 fraud charges, 19. Can't about this. 19, really, 19 fraud charges. You remember when he couldn't go to Canada? When Canada said, we don't accept people of this nature and quality? You all remember that? The people got nerves for talking about risk. The most high-risk government. You remember when in their government, people losing the visa left, right, and center? Wait, like that's currently too. Lose visa revoking left, right, and center. You all remember that? They got the nerve about who's risky and high risk and all that. Just the other day, everyone couldn't go to Canada. Just the other. If you can't go to Canada, bring Canada to you. Bring Canada to you. We welcome every country, who sees value in our country. But let me get a fair shake. Let us get a fair shake. Please and thank you. Because anything less, that's where we can get wrong. Real wrong too, folks. Real wrong. Ain't anything less. I see the lines will change in trouble. And lines will change in trouble. I don't like talk too much about people I've shared a past relationship with. That's my own code. That's my own code. Next. Moving on, folks. Moving on. Carnage in our roads and waterways. With a straight face. I was trying to do it with a straight face. Folks, I was trying to do it with a straight face. I didn't want the people to think I'm laughing at the untimely demise of the gentleman. Poker face. I do not like to speak about people who I've shared a past relationship with. All right. In other news now, carnage on our roads and waterways. Carnage on our roads. Some serious national intervention in what's taking place on our roadways. And for them, that means giving the National Road Safety Council $1 million. They're going to solve the problem. Folks, it is risky keeping the PPP where they are. They done went there by a lot of questionable votes, invalid votes. It is risky to keep them there. Carnage on our roads. Carnage on our waterways. And there's so many policy interventions that could be had. But alas, these are the folks we're dealing with. Alas, these are the folks. Please and thank you. These are the folks that we're dealing with, you know, with our thoughts and prayers with our brother. And this is Mr. Gidhari of Beehive on the East Coast. And just yesterday, following a car crash, he succumbed. His vehicle was plunged into a trench and submerged. Plunged into a trench and submerged. Our thoughts and prayers with his family. Our thoughts and prayers with his family. Folks, slow down, each and every one of you, and let me arrive alive. Slow down, please. Please and thank you. Please, please slow down on the roadways. Slow down. Slow down. And let me arrive alive. I want to see you around for a long time. Long time. Long time. Justice. Justice. What are we going to do with the PPP? Y'all going to risk it all again with the PPP? I hope you all haven't forgotten or in Boston. I hope you all have not forgotten or in Boston. Don't do it. PPP talking about the risk. Give me easy time, PPP. Give me easy time. Please and thank you. So police constable has been charged with the fatal shooting, the murder, has been found guilty rather, of the fatal shooting of this Essequibo businessman or in Boston. You remember when that special squad, SWAT team, went to Orin Boston's house? He wasn't wanted for anything. They found nothing illegal in his house. And yet Orin Boston, in 2021, under this installed regime, end up dead. And this police constable, Sherwin Peters, has been found guilty of manslaughter. No. Why only Peters? A whole SWAT team, God damn it, went up to Dartmouth Village on the Essequibo, a whole SWAT team, and killed this young man in his bed. He wasn't wanted for anything. He wasn't a suspect for anything. They found nothing illegal in his premises, on his premises. And yet, a SWAT team left Georgetown to go to murder him in his bed. He was sleeping in his bed next to his wife. And you tell me, you can put back this installed regime so more of our people can be murdered, so that more of our people can be killed? Huh? What's the matter with you all? What is the matter with you all? And the temerity, the gumption. Well, we know in the space of where the testicular fortitude supposed to be space. They don't have that. But gumption and temerity, both loads, they have it to go into Dartmouth Village to campaign. But I was happy that the people boycotted the meeting. And so they had to bust in people. Busing people. I don't know how much the family of Orin Boston is satisfied with this verdict. That a whole team was there. This man was killed, and yet only one found guilty. Interesting state of affairs in this country. But I hope that they get some amount of closure from it. I hope so. This is what we want to see in the Adriana Young issue as well. The family must get justice. Please and thank you. But the fact again that the PPP could go in this area, campaign, they have no shame. And that is why I told you, gumption, temerity, wickedness, scampery, thievery, Dora, and they can come and tell you that they care. I heard Mr. Norton on a fantastic program today, Context, with journalist Enrico Wolford, senior veteran journalist. a man I have tremendous respect for, Mr. Wolford, Enrico Wolford. Norton was raising this issue on the question of whether he thought his party was doing enough, and they're in sight of the correct number that's going to take our APNU coalition over the finish line. And he talked about the cost of living and the fact that people are resisting this regime. And that is why they're fiddling with the numbers. That's why they don't want us to know what the census is revealing. That's why they're registering all kinds of people. The Bangladeshis, the Pakistanis, the Venezuelans, the Bucks. That's what they're doing. Listen to some of what Mr. Norton said today on this fantastic program, as I said, I think it's a program that's produced by Prime News. Context with, as I said again, veteran journalist Enrico Wolford.
I saw recently on the PPP page where they're talking about this big meeting in Dartmouth, but the people who they had seated were all Indo-Guyanese, and Dartmouth is a predominantly African Guyanese community, which says to me that they couldn't mobilize the support, so they fetch it in, and they're doing that across the country. And even in Indian communities, they're having problems. And so I believe that the high cost of living will also contribute, because the government has failed to put measures in place to deal with the high cost of living. And I think every child in Guyana now knows that this is the most corrupt government we have ever had in the history of the country. I believe that plethora of things will give us the numbers we need to win the next election.
Pace and power. Pace, you got busing people. The people of Dartmouth Village, right to reject y'all. Folks, smash that emoji button for us. Share the live wherever you're joining us from, and we're going down the road. The right to reject them. Right to reject them, folks. And he even talking about the risk. The people of Dartmouth Village don't wish to risk it on y'all. These folks can't come in our communities, kill our people, and they come and say, vote for me. What madness is this? What madness is this? But again, I hope that the Boston family and extended family, they feel some kind of justice as a result of what's happening here, folks. As a result of what's happening here. And that Berbice young lady who lost her life recently in an accident, her paramour, I'm hearing, confessed as having killed her. It's alleged. Let me put it in that way. And he's on $1 million bail. So when I read the report, I said confessed to murder, and he's on $1 million bail. But that is the report that we have. But what struck me about this matter concerning this young lady, it took me back to Sir Brian Young. Because this young lady's father, the very same way, I saw a news report when he's on the scene of where his daughter Karen went overboard, and he said this thing and added up. He said this thing and adding up. And it reminded me of when Sir Brian said, I felt it in my belly. My daughter dead. And now we're hearing this young man has confessed to killing the young lady. Fellas, walk away. Walk away. The young lady says, over, it's done. I think you better walk away. Leave these young ladies alone. Please stop hurting our young ladies. The girl's father said, this thing and adding up what he's telling me, it's making sense. Ross said, it took me right back to Adriana Young. Father said, fill it him up. Shende. Let justice be done. Let justice be done. Well, I see we're getting some new military equipment and so on to fight the Venezuelans. We're soon to receive, they tell us, aerial assets and ocean patrol vessels. Y'all, Venezuela, give me easy time too. Please and thank you. Give me easy time. Please and thank you. Give me easy time, Maduro. Give me easy time. I heard the Canadians are partnering with the Carter Center for the general and regional elections of September 1, 2025. I hope they come early so they could see all these skullduggery, the machinations of the PPP. I hope they come early because this election is risk for this risky government. This election is at risk with this risky government. I hope they come and come soon. And this very program that Enrico Wolford hosted, the question was asked about apologizing for something. Presidential candidate for the APNU coalition, Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton, said apology. What we want is a clean voters list. What we want is biometrics to secure the system from the PPP illegalities. That is what we want. But is it the same things the PPP want? No. They've already begun to rig the system, Mr. Norton, on the program Context with veteran journalist Enrico Wolford.
I do not believe that the issue is apology. The issue really was for us to, in these elections, get a clean voters list, get biometrics, so that at the end of the election, no one can claim irregularities. As presently structured, as presently constituted, with a Guyana Election Commission in which the chairman votes every time with the governing party, they have already created the conditions for the elections to be questionable. Were the PPP serious about ensuring credible election? Those two simple things that the PPP itself, Jack Leo called for them, biometrics and a clean voters list when he lost in 2015. But they refused to do it. And I believe one of the reasons they called the elections this early was to ensure that they don't have to get biometrics and a clean voters list. And so I believe that is the crux of the issue. The electoral system needs to be looked at, to be reformed, to ensure that it has the basis for delivering free and fair elections. As presently constituted, it cannot and it will not. We will have to do a lot of monitoring and scrutinizing in the election to minimize the PPP illegalities.
Yeah. And let us end where we started, folks. Let us end where we start. This fantastic trip we had to Baracara. Beautiful people of Baracara. This beautiful community of Baracara. It took my breath away being in the Kanji River there, sailing on that calm, beautiful river into Baracara, meeting those people. Took my breath away, folks. Our prime ministerial candidate was there as well, Rita Fernandez, and she connected with those people, in such a personal way, because they're all from the Water tribe. They're all from the Water tribe. Who no? They're all from the Water tribe. Let us end there, folks. Let us end our program there tonight with the Water tribe people. And the closer, the prime ministerial candidate at Baracara, talking with those folks with her own experience and how we can move this country forward as a people, folks. Please and thank you.
Member of Parliament and Prime Ministerial candidate on the APNU ticket, Jereza Fernandez, was at Baracara, a Maroon community 65 miles up the Kenya River over the weekend. She told the residents that she too was from a riverine community.
I say that to say, when I came here and I saw it made me remember my own childhood. Wonderful. It made me remember my own simple life growing up, how I could have run around like a child freely and all of those things. There is wealth in our human resource and nurturing our human resource. And the same way I had the opportunity to get to that level, I want everyone to have the same opportunity.
She said that she was a member of the coalition government that invested in people.
Made sure that wages and salaries were increasing. Not just that, we made sure that inflation, the price for foods and so forth, it remained at a minimum. It wasn't hiking all the time. Right now, persons are facing inflations. You would know, you go to the shop, you suddenly cannot buy all you used to buy before.
She said that compared to the $1 trillion spent by the coalition between 2015 and 2020, this government has spent 3 times as much.
If we are going to go forward and project what we want for not just ourselves, but for our children, we have to make that vote count come September the 4th.
She said that her party is about people. What the people expect of a government has been done before.
We have budgeted like that before. We're just not talking this thing. Now there are more resources and we will continue down that line to make sure that we put you, the people, first. So when we ask for your vote, we are asking you to invest in yourself. A vote for us will result in a vote for you, a vote for your community, a vote for your children.
She said that the people of Baracara aren't looking for handouts.
They want to be empowered so that they can continue to work, but with the resources that would empower them to empower their own lives and the lives of their children.
All right, and that's going to do it for us this evening, folks. From our end, tomorrow we have a very special program in the morning. We're going to be outside tomorrow. All goes well. And I don't want to give you guys too much of that, but you'll see when we're outside what we're covering tomorrow morning for our special broadcast of our morning program, FYI. Please and thank you. Thanks for joining us at this end, folks. Pace and power as usual. Boots on the ground. Clean your shoes, please. The 6th, folks. The 14th. And we know everything in between because every day the teams are going door to door, house to house, making the arguments. This politics is now retail, folks. See you out there. See you out there. Stay safe. We're going to see you guys right back here on our next broadcast. We love back to all of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love as well. Pace and power. Boots on the ground. Take care. That's our time and that's our program. Stay